Back up, back up, back up, back up. Back up, back up, back up, back up. Back up, back up, back up, back up. Back up, back up, back up. Wait, back up, back up. I was told it's no back up. Got this all in my back up, but I won't be your back up. Back up, living life in this back up. I might slip out and back up, but I won't be your victim. I'm in the 7, I'm gonna act up. I'ma need you to back up. I'ma need you to back up. Yep. I'ma need you to back up. Spilling the tea, you stirring the cup. I'ma need you to back up. I'ma need you to back up. Yep. I'm in the 7, I'm gonna act up. I'ma need you to back up. I'ma need you to back up. Yep. I'ma need you to back up. Spilling the tea, you stirring the cup. I'ma need you to back up. I'ma need you to back up. Yep. I'ma need you to back up.
Is you thinking I'm jumping the leak in the leak? Immediately show up this evening and wait till you sleeping. Kick to the open, I'm scanning for motion. I'm just trying to make all my pockets obese. Don't want, I just want the Lucci. So me and all of my poochies can eat. Put his loose change, take his boo thing out the PF chains and take him cake and steak or something. Something looking at me like I'm opaque or something. Don't I look like Drake or something? Something better tell mankind Undertaker coming.
Back up, back up. I was told it's no back up. Got this all in my back up, but I won't be your back up. Back up, living life in this back up. I might slip out and back up, but I won't be your victim. I'm in the 7, I'm gonna act up. I'ma need you to back up. I'ma need you to back up. Yep. I'ma need you to back up. Spilling the tea, you stirring the cup. I'ma need you to back up. I'ma need you to back up. Yep. I'm in the 7, I'm gonna act up. I'ma need you to back up. I'ma need you to back up. Yep. I'ma need you to back up. Spilling the tea, you stirring the cup. I'ma need you to back up. I'ma need you to back up. Yep. I'ma need you to back up. Come from off the top, the flow is hot, I got you shot. Come from off the top, you know I be smarter than Spock. Come from off the top, the flow is hot, I got you shot. Come from off the top, come from off the top.
Can't keep up, you too slow. You just watch, I control. I take half, you not whole. Got your mind, got your soul.
Here's a scenario, I'm in your area, this is your definitely. Turn up your stereo, get this jumping like Mario, now you ain't with me. You terrible, I might embarrass you right here in front of your whole family. Hot in Nigeria, this is the year of the beer, leave it here on the chair so they know we was here. Staring in fear like a deer when the car coming near in the middle of the road, bit of beer. You don't wanna rock with the man, hands off of the grands, counting up bands while I talk to the fans. Knew I could jam, but the top wasn't playing. Now everybody wanna be friends. How you? Said I'm just fine, in the right place, at the wrong time. Said I go crazy, out of my mind. And I think back when daddy wrote down that it might scrape and it might grind, but you work hard and it might shine. Let me slow down, switch the time and quit hiding.
Back up, back up, back up, back up, back up, back up.
Basketball Encyclopedia, Bill Simmons. Bill, no one loves the game like you. It's so great to have you here.
It's great to be here.
Welcome back to 2K TV, Bill Simmons, the sports guy. Now, the sports guy is your nickname, but if you were a player, what would you have as your nickname?
Washed up.
Washed up,
Yeah.
that's it?
Yeah, I quit pickup like 5 years ago.
And Bill, of the championships you've watched the Celtics win, do you have a favorite?
I do, actually. 1984.
And just about to get underway as the starting fives have been announced. Sit tight. We'll be back in just a moment.
I'm in the 7, I'm gonna act up. I'ma need you to back up. I'ma need you to back up. Yep. I'ma need you to back up. Spilling the tea, you stirring the cup. I'ma need you to back up. I'ma need you to back up. Yep. I'm in the 7, I'm
Welcome, folks. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports for the latest presentation of our NBA basketball. Our game tonight featuring the Chicago Bulls as they go up against the Philadelphia 76ers here in Wells Fargo Center. This is Kevin Harlan, joined by Greg Anthony, Steve Smith, and on the sideline, David Aldridge. DA, it's all yours.
Sixers coach Brett Brown helped build this team from ground zero. There were some lean years in Philly, but Brown helped set the values and the culture for this team. Brown said, "Can you teach? Can you cultivate relationships? And do you bring energy? Those three qualities are what I've hoped to create throughout my tenure here." Kevin, mission accomplished.
He's done a terrific job. Thanks, David. And as always, the mid part of the NBA season, quite a grueling part of the schedule. Right now, let's check out how the standings are shaping up in the East. Look at Philadelphia. They're 6th right now in the conference with lots of time to make a move. And, of course, the Bulls just way behind.
And I think for the 76ers, most of the preseason predictions were right on the money when it came to them. I mean, a playoff contender, but not necessarily championship caliber.
I agree. As good as they've been, they do seem like they're missing that true killer instinct that sets the great teams apart from the good ones.
Let's check out Chicago's starting lineup. They've got Dunn. Markkanen is out there with Zach LaVine. Then there's Thomas Satoransky. And it's Gafford in at the center, filling out the middle. And for Philadelphia, Richardson and Harris filling out the wings. Horford is out there with Mike Scott. And it's Simmons in at the point. Scott finds Richardson. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. And Josh Richardson, a 3-and-D type player, recommitted himself last year, Smitty, to defense.
Kevin, he felt like he wasn't being impactful on the defensive end and vowed to amend that. He can be a nuisance with that reach, and he's put in that extra work to solidify his defensive presence.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First one falls for him. And coming into this season, questions about whether the Sixers could retain their star players. Well, Greg, they shuffled the decks, but they still have great talent.
Swapping in Al Horford for Jimmy Butler, Josh Richardson for J.J. Redick. The Sixers still in the mix to come out of the East.
And Richardson drops them both. You know what, Smitty, tonight we have 2 teams that love to push the tempo, love the pace. Smitty, do you like the fact the NBA is getting faster?
You know, I like it, Kevin. What I don't like is the coming down and taking a shot, an ill-advised shot. There's nothing wrong with playing fast, getting the ball up the court. If you don't have an advantage or a high percentage shot, just bring it out and run your offense.
Stay within the offense, another.
Yep, right? Stay within the offense.
Throw it down, young fella. Simmons is explosive and without a doubt one of my favorite dunkers.
And that's out of bounds. Chicago will retain possession. Satoransky with it. And the pass to LaVine. The shot's good on the assist by Satoransky.
You look at LaVine's jump shot, it's very hard to contest because he gets great lift off the floor.
Markkanen pulls it in. Done outside. The Bulls keep it alive. From deep. And he's good on the 3-ball.
An area where Dunn continues to work, improving his range, so the defense has to respect him out there.
And it's Simmons penetrating.
And that's a special play coming from the 1 spot.
You know, his passing can take a backseat for that dunk. Wow.
It just shows you the versatility. This guy can do a lot of different things for you. Woo-wee!
Dunn passes to Gafford. They get a hand on it. Markkanen kicks to Satoransky. Just 5 on the clock. Dunn outside. Off target from outside. The 76ers have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Here's Richardson. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
This is why you're trying to get him as many touches as possible. He's got the neck.
Done against Simmons. And Saturansky wide open. He fires. Misses the three. The 76ers have gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. Simmons, they get it back. It's good on the putback.
You know we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort.
First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. Chicago's gone 2 of 5 from three-point land here in the first quarter. Simmons against Dunn. Back to Markkanen. Dunn kicks to Markkanen. Clock at 4. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Let's use this break to look at the teams that over the past month have been tremendous at converting turnovers into points. Number 5, the Bulls.
And you always like to see aggressive defense. And then when you can convert mistakes into points offensively, that's a big key.
And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
And this summer, a 5-year, $170 million max contract extension for Ben Simmons. The Sixers didn't want to give him any cause to look elsewhere. A great talent, but the hope with that kind of money is that he'll develop that jump shot.
Take a break. 2 shots.
First free throw is good.
And when he gets ahead of steam, you almost feel sorry for defenders. Ben Simmons, a combination of size, speed, and ball handling that can at times be unstoppable.
Both good from the line that time. And with his passing and driving ability, Greg, Simmons is like combining a power running back in football with a pinpoint passing quarterback. Not much he can't do.
Kevin, a football metaphor is appropriate. Simmons grew up playing Australian rules football, and the physicality and quick thinking of that sport really reflected in his style of play. Well, they weren't going to pass up that chance to get out and run following the steal.
And the first time out of the game called for Chicago.
Let's see if Coach can get them back on the right track.
Because right now it feels like the pace is being dictated to them. They need to go back to playing their brand of basketball.
And here's a look at some numbers for LaVine.
And something has really clicked for him at the free throw line. In the past 5 games, his percentage at the line is much better than it had been prior. Sometimes that's how it works. A switch flips, and all of a sudden, you're locked in.
And there's the bucket from Markkanen.
This is where Markkanen is lethal. Good balance off the catch, smooth mechanics.
Yeah, whenever Simmons gets a chance to show off his insane jumping skills, he seizes it.
Bulls trail by 7. Knocked away. And stolen by Simmons. And Simmons slams it in.
He takes advantage of them in every way possible.
And Greg, he lures them into a trap on the steal, and then bang, straight to the bucket.
Great activity at both ends. Great teamwork as well.
Here's Saturansky. Al Horford with the rebound. Last game for Chicago, it was a loss to the 76ers. Scott dishes to Richardson. Bucket number 3. He's a perfect 3 for 3 to start.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Inside. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
What I like is when Chris Dunn keeps his poise, keeps his eyes up, good things happen.
Here's Simmons. Lays it up and banks it in. Simmons got 12 in the game.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
Here's Dunn. And good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim. 5 points in the game.
A heck of a talent. Dunn can distribute, he can score, and he can lead.
And that one's good. Simmons.
6 of 8 from the field, 75%. Just scoring the ball at will.
Passes it to Markkanen. Back to Dunn. For 3, LaVine doesn't get it to drop for him. And it's Philadelphia the other way. Here's Richardson. He goes up again, and Simmons with the lay-in.
I don't know what's happening defensively, but they're not putting up any resistance.
And here is Dunn. 5 points in the game. LaVine inside the three-point line, and the Bulls tack on 2 more.
Great elevation, beautiful release point. The only person who can really stop LaVine's jumper is himself.
Count it, good.
Wow, 8 of 10 here in the first quarter.
And so LaVine will bring it up now for the Bulls. It's a 13-point game. No good. Some solid defense from Harris. Richardson outside. Got it for his 4th field goal of the game on just 5 shots.
And you can see their strategy coming in. They want to control the paint.
This is my type of approach. Get some high percentage looks. Then later, you can play inside out.
Satoransky against Richardson. Gafford. Simmons with the defensive effort.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there. They've been excellent so far, coming in with a well-balanced attack.
And it's helped them build an early lead. They just need to stay aggressive.
And Coach Jim Boylan agreeing to a multi-year extension with the Bulls this summer, Greg.
And taking that interim tag off his title as head coach, Boylan, with over 30 years of coaching experience, afforded the opportunity to continue developing this young core.
Basket counts, and the 76ers lead by 19.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
This has been an impressive performance tonight. Even with a big lead, they've maintained their focus.
And it's Harris off the drive. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
Chicago calls timeout. But we see a lot of big men creating offense, Smitty. Who's on your list for perhaps the best outlet passer in the game right now?
Let's start off. I would say Kevin Love is one of those guys who still is, I think, the best outlet passer as a big. Jokic, also Blake Griffin, some of those guys can really pass. DeMarcus Cousins, those are some of the bigs that have great outlet passes.
You gon' listen to what I have to say, yeah. I ain't tryna stunt, homie. Growth of your career is just a month for me. I know the last couple years been slow for you. And now you're mad that I got the one up on you. You know about it, but you know me. Say you gotta hear it from the worldwide, but I'm so south. Say you gotta hear it from the golden time.
So Chicago going with an almost entirely new group. Thaddeus Young, he's checked in for Markkanen. Chandler Hutchison comes in for Zach LaVine. Valentine's checked in for Satoransky. And it's White in for Chris Dunn. Flushes it down to finish the break.
Building up a big early lead. They have taken charge of this game.
Play calling has been fantastic. They've been a step ahead of the defense since the opening tip.
White the pass to Gafford, and they immediately answer back with the dunk at the other end.
And a solid playmaker, White has a great sense for when he should look to give it up.
And they've worked the ball around so well tonight for those quality looks from mid-range.
Rejected by Harris.
Great position on that play from Tobias, challenging the shot and getting a piece of it.
And that one's good. Thibault.
And you can't help but pick their defense apart. They're completely in disarray.
Here's Gafford, guarded by Horford. Pass to Hutchison. And here's White. Fires the three. Good on the three-point shot.
And you have got to honor White on the perimeter. Once he gets comfortable from there, it's going to be bad news for the defense.
And the 76ers decide to take their first time out here. This game coming on the heels of their win against Chicago.
Well, it helps when your opponent makes that many mistakes. I thought that was the story of the game.
There were some unforced errors, but they also created some mistakes through their intensity on both ends.
Take a look now at some stats for Horford. He's been more than solid over the last month, averaging about 11 points, 6 rebounds, and 4 assists. Fantastic totals for him across the board. I wouldn't be surprised if he keeps rolling.
It's not the monster game that we see from him occasionally, but it's still incredibly impressive.
And that bucket adds to what has been a big difference in points in the paint between the two teams.
Here's White. That one doesn't drop. Good work defensively by Horford. From deep, an absolute bomb from three-point range.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Pass to Valentine. Here's Gafford. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
That's his first. Man, he has come out focused and efficient. Love what he's doing at the offensive end.
The Bulls shooting their first free throw of the game. And the free throw, no good.
Looking at the Bulls roster, there is a lot to like. They have a great collection of talent, and their core players are all very young and improving.
And that one drops for him.
And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
And this is what happens when you start to break your opponent's spirit. The resistance is no longer there.
And Young kicks to White. Knocked loose. Shot clock at 6. And we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there. And Steve, for the Bulls fans, their hopes lie in their young core.
Totally agree. The Bulls should focus on developing that core. Have a good blend with LaVine, Markkanen, and Carter. They just need to keep their eye on the prize.
The Bulls need to get a shot off here. Here's Gafford. And that one goes long. And so it's Ennis bringing it up now for the 76ers. Minutes over White. First quarter. Ennis misses.
And on the glass so far, it hadn't even been close.
to the paint. Here's Valentine. That one drops for him.
And they've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
And every so often, Steve, we'll see 2 teammates fighting over a rebound. You ever have a teammate upset with you for stealing his rebound?
A lot, Kevin. All the bigs I played with, those guys hated when guards came in. They would elbow you, and if you're on their same team, saying, get out of here. Especially for a lot of those bigs, it was a lot of rebound incentives in their contract, so they wanted to grab every rebound.
That's good from Valentine. Philadelphia leading by 22. Here's Burke. The 19-footer is on the money. Burke's got 6. Chicago's gone 4 of 8 on their 3-point attempts, doing a lot of work from way outside here in the first quarter. Got a piece of it. Here's Korkmaz, and the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
That's his first personal foul.
Elbow. 2.
The 76ers have been solid at the line so far, 4 for 4.
And it's been an average year, really, at the free throw line for this group, only around 75%.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That free throw good from Korkmaz. And good on the second, so he makes them both.
Yeah, drawing fouls and making them pay at the line.
Young outside. The pass to Arcidiacono. Good ball movement here by the Bulls. Pass to Valentine.
76ers foul call. Korkmaz. That's his
Bulls have shot 2 free throws, and they're 1 of 2 so far.
at the line.
And really, they haven't been able to differentiate themselves from the free throw line on the season at about 76%.
That's good from Valentine. Second free throw, no good. Now the 76ers with it. Ejected by Young. 2-on-1 as they jump out on the break. Here's Arcidiacono. Rebound by the 76ers. Harris outside. It's good. The assist that time for Menace. Harris has got 6.
High percentage look for Harris. He becomes more and more efficient offensively.
Arcidiacono, the pass to Hutchison. Valentine kicks to White. Back to Valentine. He feeds it to Young. And Young slams it home.
A little undersized at the 4, but he can get off the ground.
Here's Korkmaz. The rebound by Young.
He looked just a little out of rhythm. He's still trying to establish consistency from there.
Pass to Valentine. And Young now, top of the key. Here's Arcidiacono. And the Bulls, another 3.
And just a step ahead of the D in that possession there, making the pass. Nice assist.
And so it's Philadelphia, finishing the quarter up by a whopping 24 points. The scoring has been tremendous, and they are shooting lights out with very high accuracy. We come back right after this.
Back up.
James Ennis played in Australia, Puerto Rico, the G League. He talked about his NBA journey and his goals.
Just to be a rotation player. I know I got better. I know I worked hard to get here, to stay here, and just be able to knock down the shot and the three. I want to shoot the ball 40% and above.
And with the importance of the three ball nowadays, Greg, a great goal for Ennis.
He possesses length and athleticism on the wing, and if he can reliably knock down the triple, he's a consistent rotation player in this league.
And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. Guys, 76ers pretty much in control here, it would seem.
Well, they used the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
You know this, the team that dictates the pace typically rules the roost. We see that here early on.
Taking a look at the Bulls, we've got Young.
James
White is out there with Harrison, and it's Arcidiacono in at the point.
That's the pass you want, orchestrating the offense, creating for others.
Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Kevin, Josh Richardson has made himself into one of the top defensive wings in the league. Richardson says there's a certain competitiveness that comes with being a good defender. The defensive end takes will, and I have a lot of it. Kevin J. Rich is self-described as super competitive, and that edge is what drives him.
It sure is. That's what it takes. Thank you, David. Here's Hutchison. Rebound by the 76ers. O'Quinn's got 6 rebounds in the game.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
It's good. White's got 5.
And you can argue this is White at his best, just an absolute terror in transition.
Korkmaz. That one falls coming off Burke's feet.
Impressive, really, from that short 17 area. They are not missing many.
And so White will bring it up for the Bulls, coming off that loss against Philadelphia.
Yeah, what we saw in that game and what you see around the league is a questionable dependency on the triple.
You know, if you're cold from range, there are other ways to score. You can post up, dribble drive, get out in transition.
Here's Korkmaz, again, Philadelphia.
Of the two offenses here tonight, you can tell theirs is just a bit more in sync.
They've had better patience, better shot selection so far, but we still have a long way to go.
And I'm sure next time he sits down, Coach is going to have a few choice words for him with that shot selection.
And you know what? He knows it. You have to try to play within the system or you're going to come away with empty possessions.
Harrison passes to Arcidiacono. To the inside. And the basket by Hutchison.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
The 76ers have gone 4 of 6 from the field here in the second. Here's Burke. The shot will not fall. Good defensive work there by Young. Harrison passes to Hutchison. Rejected by Harris. And slam dunk by Harris.
Beautiful handles by Tobias Harris. A tough cover off the dribble.
Chicago's got nothing but zeros from long range in the second quarter. 0 of 4. Well, we knew that Tobias Harris would be one of the big names during free agency this past summer.
Wasn't a lot of speculation for him when free agency hit. Ends up staying with the Sixers, and I think it makes sense for both sides, and he fits nicely next to Embiid.
And Chicago shooting 39% from the floor. Not their best. Hutchison and the Bulls with another miss.
Well, I'll tell you what, he's going to buy himself a ticket to the bench if he keeps shooting it like that. He has been putrid here this quarter. Well, check out that assist. That's a pair of teammates that are clearly on the same page.
And so here is Chicago. Following this one, they get to host the Cavaliers. That game will be a quick pit stop before hitting the road again. And that one's good. Arcidiacono. Arcidiacono's got 6.
Woo, he got a clean look, and he makes the defense pay for disrespecting him.
And the 76ers call time here. Steve, the player tracking data is kind of an interesting thing. It's a big part of scouting now. In fact, AI can accumulate that right from the TV feed, which to me is amazing.
It is. I think if it doesn't distract or take away from our game, to have that type of information live and from a player being able to play in a game, I think it's helpful for everything, for scouting, for, I would say, health reasons, for guys, conditioning. I love it, as long as it doesn't distract from the game.
That's a good point.
First we shut them down, then we open up shop. Really around just in case y'all forgot. They've been trying to stop the way, but the way don't stop.
Uptown, baby. I was down, but they see I'm up now, baby. Head high, cause I'm holding up my crown, baby. Never told, even through the ups and downs, baby. And if I, baby, only way I double crosses. I just keep spinning, only way to make them nauseous. Demon little mommy like.
So for the Bulls, Lauri Markkanen's checked in for Chandler Hutchison. Dean comes in for White, and Satoransky subbed in for Ryan Arcidiacono. Here's Simmons, and he uses the glass on the layup. Simmons got 22 points.
I admire Simmons' ability inside. That's where he's an elite finisher.
Here's Satoransky, and it's blocked by Simmons, and he gets it back. And now Philadelphia on the break, and that one's good. Thibault, he's got 8.
And this is why coaches talk about playing with pace. The scoreboard tells it all.
It's a winning approach when you execute. That's the key. They're playing fast, but also under control.
Pass to Harrison from deep. Ben Simmons with the rebound. Simmons got his 4th rebound in this one. Down low, here's Richardson, and a slam dunk by Richardson.
Josh Richardson with an athletic play at the rim. It's all about making sure you get a quality look, and that's one.
Knocks it loose. LaVine kicks to Harrison. Just 5 to shoot. Outside, Markkanen shoots over Scott. Markkanen can't get it to go.
It's a shot you would think he would make, but he just doesn't make it all the time.
Offensive rebound, Simmons. And Simmons slams it in.
Intent on keeping that possession alive, Simmons uses his height to his advantage.
And so Satoransky will bring it up for Chicago. And there's a whistle, and that's going to go on Simmons. That is his first foul of the game.
That's his first personal foul. Bulls substitution. Gafford. Done.
Richardson against Dunn. There's the pass to Satoransky. A three-pointer is right on target.
They've given up a lot of three-pointers here today.
The drive by Simmons. And then Simmons slams it in.
Crafty and smooth. Simmons tearing up the nets. He is definitely a rising star.
Here's Markkanen. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against Philadelphia. The dish now to LaVine. Poked away and stolen by Simmons. Here's Richardson, and a slam dunk by Richardson.
That's a beautiful move by Josh Richardson. And the defense, you gotta be better than this. Can't allow a blow-by.
Chicago's gone outside a lot tonight. 17 times, in fact. 7 of 17. Here's Dunn. LaVine deciding where to go with it. That's good from Dunn on the assist by LaVine. 8 points for Chris Dunn.
And that's back-to-back threes. The D just seems to be slacking off a little bit.
They're doing a really good job of getting the ball inside and attacking the paint. That's an area they have completely dominated.
He dishes it to LaVine. And it's blocked by O'Quinn. It's Richardson on the wing. Satoransky covering.
Yet another one by Richardson. If you got somebody that's going good, give him free reign and let him roll.
And it's the Bulls with the ball. Outside LaVine. And it's done in the corner for the three. Simmons pulls it in. Simmons got 6 rebounds here tonight. And Simmons slams it in.
And really, Simmons is nearly impossible to contain when he's sprinting to the hoop. An athletic behemoth who causes defenders fits.
Passes it to Satoransky. It's hauled in by the 76ers. Simmons got rebound number 7 for him tonight.
You know what, though? They keep calling his number despite the difficult quarter he's had.
2 shots. Foul. Elbow. 2.
For Philadelphia, they have been perfect so far from the free throw line, 6 for 6.
2 shots.
Shooting 2.
First free throw is good. You know, Steve, we know teams rest guys down the stretch, but what do you think about resting guys mid-season so that they're fresh at the end?
I think if you are a team that's been through these playoff runs, long championship runs, and you still know you have a chance to win, I think it's kind of unfair to us fans when you have a team that might not get to the finals and you're starting to rest guys and there's no benefit at the end. If there's a benefit at the end for the players, organization, and fans, I'm all for it. But if it's not, I don't like to see guys resting.
My, oh my, did he ever flush that one hard?
Making a big-time statement.
That's a nice read. The value of keeping your eyes up.
Inside, and down it goes. Dunked through off a wonderful assist.
One of the cases where height fails to tell you the whole story.
And Simmons slams it in.
And how about the slashing ability of Simmons, really creating havoc for the defense with his aggressive mentality.
The Bulls shooting is definitely lagging at the moment. They're just 30% in the second quarter. Here's Markkanen, and he makes good on the layup. Markkanen's got 5.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Simmons. And Ben Simmons picks up a foul. That's foul number 2 for him.
That's his second personal foul.
Here's Valentine. He's usually able to provide some lift to his team, averaging 6 points a game. Here's Dunn. Good. Score the basket. Mark him 4 for 8, shooting 50% so far.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
That one good for 2. And that's 18 points for Josh Richardson.
For a guard, Josh Richardson has all type of length. He is consistently getting to the lane, and he can score.
Pass to Dunn. 1:44 left now here in the second. Shots good by Gafford. Gafford's got 4 points this quarter.
And this team's struggles are not his fault. He's putting in work at the off.
An elite distributor for a big man. Horford is the kind of guy you want to play basketball with.
And Chicago shooting 43% for the game. Dunn passes to Markkanen. Left side LaVine. Dunn outside. The three-pointer, no good. Here's Richardson, and it's Richardson slamming it down.
Josh Richardson being aggressive. This is what his teammates want, and they can feed off that emotion and intensity.
Outside, LaVine. Now, Valentine. Back to LaVine from past the arc. Simmons pulls it in.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
34 seconds left in the first half. Poke loose. And so it looks like the Bulls will retain possession here.
Bulls ball.
Whitey's checked in for the Bulls.
Kobe White.
.27 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. Yep, that one goes. And it's 9 points for Zach LaVine.
The height to see over the defense and the unselfishness. Terrific pass by Markkanen. He's really taken a hold of this first half and made it his. He is making all the right decisions out there.
Now here's LaVine. 23 points for him the last game against Philadelphia.
You can't forget about how great he was at forcing contact and getting to the line. He racked up a lot of easy points at the line that way.
And don't sleep on Simmons defensively. Very skilled there as well. He just knows where to be and how to guard whoever he's on.
And so it's Ben Simmons making highlights for Philadelphia. He has never been better. This is the most points he's scored in his career. And he is looking to add to it. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Ernie Johnson. Kenny the Jet Smith is right here. Say hey to the folks, Kenny.
Hey, folks.
Say hey to the folks, Shaq.
Hey, folks.
Hey, let's get this party started. Ben Simmons had it going on in the first quarter. He ended up with 36 points, 3 steals, and 2 blocks. And from what we saw so far from the Sixers, Kenny, what's your takeaway?
Well, it has been an electric performance. These guys were firing on all cylinders. They came out aggressive, going after those rebounds, and they were piling it up. I think they wanted to send a message with their physicality, and they're going to be nearly impossible to stop if they're playing that way.
How about you, Shaq? What did you think about Chicago?
Way too soft in the paint defensively. They were all late on their rotations. Obviously, that's a recipe for getting cooked. And, you know, I like eating that barbecue chicken. They got to do better, Ernie.
And that's going to do it for us here. The second half of action is coming your way.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. You look at Ben Simmons in this game, he's been everywhere.
That first half looked like a dunk contest mixtape. Was just destroying the rim.
And these weren't just putbacks and alley-oops. He was roaring to the rim and finishing.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. In the backcourt, Simmons and Richardson. Mike Scott out there with Horford, and it's Harris in at the small forward position. That's the group in the game for the 76ers. Harris on the double team. That's tipped and stolen by Simmons. And Simmons slams it in.
How about the activity of Simmons, mucking up passing lanes and making life difficult on the opposition. So good at getting steals.
And so LaVine will bring it up now for the Chicago Bulls. And there's a whistle, and that's going to go on Simmons.
That's his third personal.
And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. Here's Dunn. Pass to Markkanen. Back to Dunn. Nice pass. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup. Dunn's got 12.
Great defense, great contest. You have to live with the results because Chris Dunn's a crafty scorer inside.
Yeah, these defenders just look a bit overmatched, especially inside.
And we come back to it again and again. If you're just looking at points and rebounds, you really miss Al Horford's impact. It goes way deeper than the box score.
Here's Simmons, and he banks in the layup. Simmons got 42 in the game.
Yeah, that was the third straight high percentage look the defense has allowed. The defenders have got to start putting bodies on bodies.
Dunn's shot's good. And some detractors have looked at Horford's stats, and Greg, they said he's not an all-star. Even Sports Talk Radio calling him average Al.
Nonsense. I mean, still a great defender, efficient scorer, elite passer as well for a big man. Then you get to his leadership. Big Al is the total package.
And Satoransky kicks to Dunn. LaVine passes to Dunn. That one, no good. Simmons with the defensive effort.
Even though that one didn't go down, I like the offensive game plan here. 3 for 4 coming out of the break.
And they are attacking the rim and getting great results.
Now the pass to Dunn. Floats one. Nice D from Scott.
A for effort, but when there's that much resistance at the rim, better find another option.
Yeah, nice, strong finish there. Nearly a three-point opportunity.
First personal foul.
It's his first trip to the line.
And he's been terrific, guys. I mean, the percentage right around 86%, so don't doubt he's pleased with that.
And the first one at the line is good. Scott hits them both. Bulls have gone 3 of 5 to start the second half, developing a nice rhythm out there. Dunn against Simmons. Dunn kicks to Satoransky. 6 on the shot clock. Passes to Markkanen. Over Richardson. And the Bulls with another miss. 76ers have gone 4 for 4 from the field since the halftime break. Terrific start to the third quarter.
Oh, how about using the rim to get some true hang time?
You know, he just wanted to make sure the landing was softer than the takeoff. Dunn against Simmons. Markkanen dishes to Dunn. Gafford passes to Satoransky. Dunn, wide open, he fires. The shot's good on the assist by Satoransky. Satoransky's got 3 assists now in this one. And Simmons slams it in.
And ever since halftime, they played precision basketball offensively.
You know, the coach has had something to say about that. No question, they've settled in and executed brilliantly.
Great quarter for him at the offensive end, trying to will his team back in the game.
And he overshot that one, missing.
Easy chance for mid-range. Wouldn't be surprised to see them run that play again.
Out of bounds, Philadelphia takes possession. Some changes for Philadelphia. Korkmaz comes in for Josh Richardson, and it's Burke in for Simmons. The Bulls making a switch here. And here are the 76ers now. That's good from Horford on the assist by Burke. Burke's got 3 assists now in this one.
A remarkable interior presence. Horford's a veteran who still has those polished post moves.
LaVine against Harris. Score the basket, his 5th of the game. He's missed 6 shots against those 5 makes.
And he found the soft spot in the D on that possession.
Back to Horford. 76ers moving the ball around. Over Young. Another shot. Horford, no luck.
And the pressure he put on that shot forced the miscue.
The rim protection at its finest. The result is the same whether you block the shot or simply change it.
And stolen by Horford. With a break in the action, let's bring up the real stats, real scores from the real NBA, and look at the league's top scorers over the past 10 games. Number 5 is Zach LaVine.
Quite a role he's been on. I mean, a pure scoring display. Eventually, teams might find an answer for him, but that's not been the case here lately.
And the first one drops. Harrison's checked in for Satoransky. And he makes both free throws. The Bulls have gone 6 of 9 from the floor here in the second half. They've got to be happy with that. Harrison in the corner puts up a 3. That's good, and it's LaVine with the assist. Harrison's got himself going there, his first points of the game on the deep ball. A baseline J. The 76ers again can't hit it. Chicago's gone 2 of 2 from long range in the third quarter so far. LaVine wide open. A three-pointer off the mark.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Harris, and slam dunk by Harris.
It can be deceiving. The quickness of Harris's first step, nice.
And here are the Bulls now. Outside, LaVine. That one misses. Nice D from Scott. The 76ers have gone 8 of 12 from the field since the beginning of the third. That one goes in. Scott's got 8 points. The Bulls have gone 7 of 12 from the floor since coming out of the break. To the middle. And he finishes it off with a one-handed jam.
Great timing. That can be the difference between an assist and a turnover.
Here's Burke. Again, Philadelphia. And Chicago has possession. Here's Arcidiacono. 6 points for him. Pass to Hutchison. Here's Arcidiacono. Defended by Scott. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The shot's good. Harrison's got 5 points in the quarter.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Timeout called the 76ers. Starter in this league for almost a decade. Thaddeus Young's numbers, Greg, won't blow you away. So what is it that makes him a winning player?
I think it starts with his defense, Kevin. Drawing charges and getting deflections. His quickness puts him in a position to make those effort plays.
He's checked in for Philadelphia.
White.
And Chicago also making a switch. White, he's checked in for Zach LaVine. And it's Ennis with the ball for the 76ers. Next up for them, the Knicks, a road game in New York. Game 1 of a 3-game road trip.
And the jump shot has been a dimension of this game where they've had a clear advantage.
Here's Arcidiacono. Some solid defense from Harris. They are in complete control.
This is the ultimate definition of the zone. Everything they've done has worked. And watching that defensive effort right there, you wonder how much they want this game.
They are getting buried tonight with plays like that one, allowing too much space for a good shooter.
It's almost like he's trying to make things hard on himself. You know, he's just got to slow the game down, try to get some easy ones.
And it's good. 2 points.
Hey, whatever adjustments they made at halftime, they are working to perfection.
What it was, they are getting better shots, which has gotten them into a rhythm, and they're knocking down everything.
And it's good for 2. Hutchinson's got 8.
Attacking the defense with the pass. Don't need to be a hero.
Here's Horford. Count it.
Continuing to stoke the fire, his shot making has been absolutely superb.
Chicago's gone 2 of 3 when they ventured outside the arc in the third quarter. And Young with the stuff.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish.
Just a solid all-around jump shooter. Tobias working over that mid-range area.
Outside, White. Uses the glass to finish the layup. He has 7.
Nicely done. They continue to attack inside, and that's 10 points in a row in the paint.
Burt can't get it to go. The Bulls shooting a respectable 47% from the field in this one. Shots good from Young.
Nice pass there to set that basket up.
The 76ers shooting a mind-boggling 79% off the floor. It's hauled in by the Bulls.
Unusual for him, just a lack of concentration. Fails to finish the play.
Right side, White. He shoots again. Rejected by Harris. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Harris. Bulls making a switch here. Valentine's checked in. Three from the inbound. That's in, coming off the assist from Young. Young's got 5 assists in the game.
And they have been relentless from deep. And you see the defense trying to react, but to no avail.
You know what? They talked about this at halftime, and they're doing a better job of creating space.
White the pass to Valentine. Pass to Young. Here's Hutchison. Launches it, and Shaquille Harris gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. And the 76ers making a change here. Richardson's checked in. Lauri Markkanen's checked in for Chicago. Here's Richardson through the net again. He's done that 10 times tonight, and he's only needed 11 shots to get there.
I like that Josh Richardson is more comfortable in this offense, just taking what the defense allows.
And it's White missing.
Their game plan needs to change if they're going to get out of this hole because he is just not there offensively.
Here's Thibault. The shot, no good. Now Chicago takes it the other way.
2 minutes left in the third quarter.
1:56 left to play in the third. Harrison. And again, no good by Chicago. And here are the 76ers now. And no good. Chicago's gone 3 of 5 with the long ball since entering the second half. Valentine kicks to White. Horford against Markkanen. Valentine with it. He has 7. The shot by Harrison, no good. Here's Richardson. It's good. The assist that time for Menace. And that's now 24 points for Josh Richardson.
Against physical defense, Richardson using his length and athleticism to counter.
Stolen by O'Quinn. Here's Thibault. And it's in. Basket number 6 for him thus far. He has only missed 2 shots from the floor.
It really does make the game easy for your teammates when you can lead them to the rim that well with a pass.
White the pass to Harrison. Sinks the triple. Harrison's got 2 now from beyond the arc in the third for the Bulls.
Man, he's having quite the quarter, converting at a really high percentage.
The offensive rebound tipped away. And the official signaled the backcourt violation. Not very careful there.
The second half, they haven't taken care of the basketball. Simply put, more turnovers now that could hurt them later.
Ben Simmons, he's checked in for Philadelphia. Done against Richardson. Outside, White. They double him with Simmons. Here's Markkanen, and Markkanen throws it down.
The ability to play inside out. The more Markkanen attacks the rim, the more he creates opportunities for their perimeter game.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Dunn dishes to Markkanen. Down low, Gafford, and he jams it with authority.
And he just elevates and powers in the one-hander.
Textbook. And it's Simmons penetrating. And again, it's Philadelphia.
Yeah, guys, you really can't say enough about Simmons. Bouncing off defenders like it's nothing on his way to the basket.
And so it's Ben Simmons making highlights for the Philadelphia 76ers. With the points he racked up that quarter, he has broken his season-high scoring mark already. And we'll be back with you shortly. And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. Here's Neto on the court for the Bulls, getting this fourth quarter started. Thomas Satoransky is out there with Dunn. Then there's Valentine, and it's Felicio in at the 5. And so Satoransky will bring it up for the Chicago Bulls. And it's Dunn in the corner. From outside, off the mark. Philadelphia shooting the lights out in this one, 77%. Neto with the bucket.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
The Bulls shooting at 46%, making some buckets. Dunn right side. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. Steve, you know, there is some hostility we're finding between the media, some teams and players, boycotting of certain journalists. Coach Steve Kerr said it's a dangerous situation. What's your view?
You know, I think it is from a standpoint from a players and organizations with the media. But I think also the media, somebody's going to have to police those guys as well. We got to have it where we're both on the same team. You might not agree, but you got to be on the same team.
I agree. And he knocks down the first one.
To me, Chris Dunn has all the tools to be really good. Has to cut down on the turnovers and has to keep working on that jump shot.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. Here's Neto. No good that time.
Great defensive effort, just saved a basket.
You know what? This is why you never give up on a play. You don't know what's going to happen.
Here's Ennis, and Ennis slams it in.
Excellent on both ends of that play.
Yeah, the steal was sharp, but the slam topped it off.
Turning defense into offense. Every coach talks about it. Perfect example right there.
Satoransky, the pass to Felicio. A lot of people think, Steve, there are 3 factors necessary to achieving organizational success. Ownership, and ownership. What do you think?
I guess it's ownership. I think it also comes down to trust. Trust in anything gets you a chance to be successful.
And, Steve, you know, it's just about establishing that culture, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. I think you got to have an identity, a culture that everybody wants to be a part of.
And the technical free throw is good. And Chicago has possession. Valentine wide open. He fires. That's in, coming off an assist from Dunn. Dunn's got 4 assists in the game. Baseline jumper, and there it is for him. Chicago has gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. Inside, here's Satoransky, and he finishes nicely on the layup.
You see what Dunn can do when he's playing under control. That's an excellent pass.
Here's Neto. Here's Bolden. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
And the D getting outworked there on the putback. Can't let that happen.
For some reason, blocking out has become a lost art, and that's the result you'll get.
Satoransky gets the bucket. Satoransky's got 4 points in the quarter.
This is what the analytics prefer. Shots at the rim or from 3.
A shot by Milton, no good.
How is it possible? Wide open, too.
Dunn's shot's good. Dunn's got 25 points in the game.
All night, Dunn showing us the arsenal he's developed, taking over on the offensive end.
And the shot goes down. For Chicago, they've gone an outstanding 4 of 5 from the field in the fourth quarter so far. Here's the floater. And it's O'Quinn with the rebound. O'Quinn's got rebound number 17, if you can believe that. Neto, that one's not going to go. Dunn with some nice D. Steve, how do you feel about the top college players getting some sort of compensation for their work?
You know, I don't know about top college players, Kevin. I think if you're going to do it, it has to be all college players because it's a team. And I think if you look at it, some of the ways I would love to see it, if those guys can get health insurance benefits, if they can get a longer time to finish their education. I love that type of compensation. Rare for him to get a wide open shot from mid-range and fail to connect.
Here's Ennis. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. It goes on Denzel Valentine.
Wow, he got whacked on that, which shouldn't be much debate there.
James Ennis at the line for 2.
The first one falls.
Impeccable from the line since halftime.
Ryan Arcidiacono now checked in for the Bulls. And Ennis drops them both. Steve, for players, success brings so many opportunities, but sometimes the glitz and the glamour and the lifestyle get in the way of success on the basketball court.
You know it does, Kevin. A lot of these guys have a lot of things going off the court, and you want to encourage that. It's just when anything off the court starts to affect on the court, then it becomes a problem. Some guys can handle it from the beginning. Others need to mature before they can find that balance.
You know, Smitty, the NBA more active now in developing players before they enter the NBA. Not just the fundamentals, but the values of the game.
Yeah, I think it's a good move. The league has been taking a hands-on approach. There's nothing wrong with teaching the next generation life lessons about the sport and through the sport.
Timeout call, the 76ers. He's checked in for James Ennis. And he makes the first. That's also good, so he hits both free throws. And here are the Bulls now. To the inside. A great 1-2 punch. Beautiful pass and nasty jam.
Oh boy, to be young again.
Makes you nostalgic, doesn't it? Neto can't get it to go.
Missed opportunity. It's a makeable shot for him. He just can't get it to go.
Here's Arcidiacono. And again, it's the Bulls from deep.
Heavy incoming from beyond the arc, a key part of their initiative this entire fourth quarter.
Interesting approach coming down the stretch, looking to rack up points in chunks.
Chicago's gone 3 of 4 from downtown here in the fourth. Here's Cornette. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. Here's Milton, and he makes it look easy, dunking it hard with one hand.
Yeah, just a simple one-hand flush.
I think he got a few more inches on his vertical by going with the spike. The pass to Arcidiacono. That's in, coming off an assist from Dunn. Dunn's got assist number 8 here in this one already. Here's O'Quinn. Felicio with a rebound. And so it's Arcidiacono with it. He brings it up for Chicago. Valentine passes to Felicio. Lays it up and in on the nice reverse. Felicio's got 4 this quarter.
Great job executing the offense. That pass on time and on point.
Timeout called the 76ers.
I'm on the edge and I might just dive in. No turning back, man, I'm ready to go. Coming with me or I'm going alone. Changes, man, I'm talking changes. On a crash course, but I ain't afraid of danger. Now let me give you what you came for. Coming up, I'm coming up. Feel the rush, I feel the rush. If this ain't legendary, what you call it? I said if this ain't legendary, what you call it? Feel the vibe, I feel the vibe. Extra live, I'm extra live. And I don't need it.
Chandler Hutchison. He's checked in for Dunn.
Chandler Hutchison.
They have been really controlling this one.
You never want to be complacent on the floor. That's when you lose momentum.
Passes it to Hutchison. And right on through for another basket. He's got 5 made on 5 of 9 shooting.
That's how you set the table and everybody gets to eat.
The shot's good from O'Quinn.
Working in that mid-range area. The analytics may not love it, but that's a good look for him.
Fires the 3. Hutchison's shot is off.
That's a look you cannot pass up. It's also one you shouldn't miss.
There's the steal. Felicio kicks to Arcidiacono. Valentine passes to Arcidiacono. Pass to Cornette. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Hutchison. This one for 3. It's hauled in by the 76ers. O'Quinn's got his 20th rebound here tonight. Saw that coming. Lets it go from 14. That one a little long. Chicago's gotten 3 of their 6 3-pointers to fall here in the fourth. Pass to Arcidiacono. The pass to Cornette. That three off the mark. The 76ers shooting has been out of this world. 74% from the field. Puts it up from 12. Kept alive. Hilton the pass to O'Quinn. From out on the wing, he knocks it down. O'Quinn's got 4 points in the quarter.
Wow, what a pass there. He made that a very easy basket with that setup.
And he goes in for the dunk.
That's the pass you want. Orchestrating the offense, creating for others.
Milton's shot is good. And Chicago has possession. And here is Valentine. Passes it to Felicio. And O'Quinn kicks to Neto. 18 feet out. Here's Bolden. And a good offensive board. And he gets the bucket.
And boy, he can see blood in the water attacking a somewhat helpless team right now.
He's trying to help his team shut the door. They don't want to allow any comebacks.
Pass to Cornette. He dents the rim with a two-handed slam. Wow.
Oh, fellas, that was a vicious two-hand monster slam.
Guys, I don't think there was anyone who could have stopped him on that one.
In case anyone was wondering, this is what it looks like when you're in the zone. He hasn't missed one all quarter.
Here's Felicio.
Philadelphia foul called.
So both teams making some changes here.
First personal foul. Substitution on the court.
Off the inbound. And that one is good.
And when the size advantage is as big as it was there, I mean, that's exactly what he's supposed to do in that situation.
Here's Thibault. That shot off. And the Bulls going the other way now. Here's Hutchison. Here's Arcidiacono. Bangs home the trifecta.
And with that three, his second of the half, he's equaled his total from before the break.
Pass to Thibault. Bolden. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
That is really good work there on the offensive glass.
Here's Harrison. And there's the pass to Arcidiacono.
Textbook, nice pass, great catch, even better finish.
And so it's Neto with the ball. He'll bring it up for Philadelphia. Here's Thibault. Shot number 12 goes in. He's made 7 of 12 now.
Assist from.
Well, Chicago's gotten 8 shots off from three-point land and hit half of them. Passes to Harrison. Pass to Arcidiacono. Here's Hutchison. To the paint. Here's Felicio. And it's blocked by O'Quinn. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Bulls will retain possession. So it's Chicago now. Shot clock at 5. No coverage that time.
Yes, smart choice. I really like that play.
Here's Bolden. And the 76ers tack on 2 more. The Bulls shooting at 51%. Really solid. Down low, Cornette. He doesn't hit that one. The 76ers shooting extremely well here lately, around 61% in the fourth.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for Philadelphia.
The blocking really turned things into their favor this time.
Great timing, anticipation. They got the blocks, and that definitely changed the momentum of this game.
And now on the year, this will take them to 28 wins.
And as we get set to put this one to bed, a one-sided season series thus far, they've won 2 straight.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Ben Simmons.
Boy, it was amazing the level of chaos he caused. Challenging ball handlers, getting into passing lanes, racking up a number of steals that helped demoralize his opponent.
Shooting 2.
That free throw, no good. So he comes up empty at the line. The 76ers shooting has been just uncontainable, 72%. A shot by Milton, no good.
Not sure if that's the shot you were looking for, but it's a fairly clean look. Almost have to take it.
Ball's knocked loose. Now the 76ers on the break. Lays it in off the breakaway.
And you know they feel good giving their fans a show here while taking care of business.
They're going to win by a nice margin. The effort was there all night.
Here's Harrison. It's deflected, and Philadelphia calls time here. What do you think, guys?
And the game pretty much over. Curious timeout here.
In my opinion, I think they're looking to make a substitution. But let's see out of the timeout.
Present our Jordan Player of the Game, Ben Simmons.
And guys, no doubt who our pick was going to be. He's made everyone else on the court look like they're playing at half speed. It's been total domination, and you can't help but just sit back and admire that performance.
What a connection he has to these fans. They love him here. And the more he has games like this, the deeper that connection gets. 27 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Neto with the bucket.
Taking no chances. They go on one last run to seal the deal.
Not messing around at all. They were focused, relentless, and they got the job done.
And that one's good, Arcidiacono.
And you can tell he's looking for his shot. He just believes in it.
You know why? Success breeds confidence, and he's certainly been successful from there, time and time again.
So it's Philadelphia winning this one easily. It was a tale of two teams tonight, one that was in total control, operating flawlessly, and the other just searching for answers that they could never find.
I mean, the energy here is just so tremendous. Fans involved from the get-go, and once they started to really pour it on, it was fun to see that rhythm and flow from their perspective.
It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks very much, Al. You guys have been playing good of late. You played well again tonight. Where do you think you are right now?
Well, we're in a good position now. You know, we won our last couple games, and hopefully we can keep carrying this momentum for the second half of the season.
One of the better teams in the league, Al. Thanks very much. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Steve Smith, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for being with us. So long and good night, everyone.